how important is court craft and tactics when you are practicing advocacy, when you as an advocate, after having completed your law degree, after having enrolled with your state bar council, are wearing that white band and going and representing other individuals, institutions in a court of law. I just got off a virtual hearing where I was able to a decent extent, deal with frivolous procedural objections taken by the counsel of the opposite side. And I was wondering, to what extent does my 8 years of experience at the bar helped, or to what extent did this 8 years of experience help me with dealing with frivolous procedural objections by the counsel for the other side? I would say that to a good extent, the prior dealings, understanding how things go about, understanding that there are certain things that can and cannot be done by a court of law at a particular stage in a matter which is pending before the court. All of those things, they did definitely help me to a great extent. But for someone who is just starting out with this practice of law, I would say that if you feel intimidated by process, procedure, and the various tactics that people employ, advocates, other advocates employ to get what they want, one is that if you have a good amount of preparation, not just on the substantive law, but also on how things are done, and you are able to you spend not just time on what kind of relief you should be granted, but also in similar situations what kind of orders have been passed at interim stages by courts of law. That could make a huge world of difference even if you do not have experience. And so if you feel that I am not very experienced, I don't know how to do this stuff, don't lose heart. You just need to understand that if you put in the amount of work that is needed, a lawyer with maybe 10 or 15 years of experience could have put in 8 hours of work every single day for the past 15 years of his life. But if you put in maybe 16 hours of effort, you could know far more, and not even double, because there is a compound effect. When you are working on understanding your matters, the substantive aspect, the procedural aspect of the law that you are practicing, you will realize that the compounding effect is such, you will have learnt 3 or 4 more times compared to that lawyer who just worked for 8 hours every single day on his craft. So one aspect is you are not completely helpless. Now, because of the internet and order sheets being available online, there is literally no difference between you and a senior counsel with 15, 20, 30, 40 years of experience. If you are ready to put in the work. If you are not, then of course you will suffer from the anxiety, you will suffer from the embarrassment, you will face the consequences. But if you put in the work, there is literally no difference between you, a lawyer with 1 or 2 years of experience, or maybe you're just starting out and you're going to address arguments. There's no difference between you and someone with 20, 30 years of experience. I am somewhere stuck in the middle. I have a lot of experience that I can call upon at ready notice. But at the same time, I have not forgotten the fact that I also have a long way to go. I also need to understand to a greater extent the finer nuances of all these procedural aspects, how I can be hoodwinked and how I can hoodwink my fellow colleague when it comes to strategy in advocacy. What does help though a lot nowadays is that I have a fantastic team of incredible lawyers who work with me, because of which the process of understanding this becomes far easier for me, because I can call upon their help to look up, to research judgments which would have taken me several hours. I can productively use that time to do something even more productive, or equally as productive as finding out these strategies. um, so the lesson for this day, for this video, is that no matter how few your experience of years at the bar, you can always catch up. You just need to put in more amount of work. That is it.